What's really good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans, on this great Monday afternoon? This is your boy Alonzo1219, aka Die Hard, back in the building, back on the map, talking about a holiday. Today is a holiday for the University of Miami Hurricane football fans. We got what we wanted. Coach Al Golden is back in Temple or Hershey or Indiana, Indianapolis, wherever he's from, Pennsylvania. He's out the door. He's no longer the University of Miami Hurricane football coach, head football coach. I was gonna put a video out yesterday, discussing it, but I'm pretty sure, and I knew that there would be a lot of YouTube bloggers out here, getting their 2 cents in. So I didn't want to do one yesterday. I heard the news around 6 o'clock. I got a call from a brother, and he down in Miami. He has a few people that work there, and he called me and let me know that Al Golden was gone. So I didn't want to, flood the internet. I did put it out on my YouTube page, kind of early. So, some of the guys who I hit up, you all appreciate it. Joel and Blueprint and Kane Shades and everybody that I hit up, appreciate it. I got a few guys that hit me up today that wanted me to do a YouTube video today. So here we go. Al Golden, I thought the players were behind you. They talked a good game. But just like the fans, just like the alumni, just like the boosters, obviously they wanted you out just as bad as we wanted you out, or they would not have put up the worst defeat in school's history. So with that being said, appreciate you coming here, guiding us through the turmoil that we went through with the Nevin Shapiro, everything with that, everything with NCAA. I actually thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hope you have success at your next stop, but this was not the school for you. You were not ready for the big leagues, guy. So, appreciate it. Peace out. Enjoy your life. You got millions of dollars, so there's no reason for no one to be sad for you because you have way more money than I got. So, if I get fired from my job today, I might get 60% unemployment. So, I appreciate it. You enjoy your life. We were talking about coaches. They asked me who would be my top candidates. I have one top candidate that probably nobody's talking about. And I'm going to try to remember his name once I give all these candidates. Hope I don't get tongue-tied and forget the guy's name. But he's my number one choice. But, here's some choices right here. Mario Cristobal. Now, he probably would be my number two choice. Mario Cristobal is a Miami alum. Used to coach the offensive line here. He got hired here through Al Golden. He jumped shipping with Alabama. He's the offensive line coach at Alabama. Great recruiter. Excellent recruiter. And I think he would be an excellent coach. He used to coach at FAU or FIU. He got fired from there, because he had a bad season, but he had that school rolling. And a lot of people think that they kind of jumped ship on that. They shouldn't have fired him, but they did. So, but I would love to see him. He would be my second or third choice on the list would be Mario Cristobal. Up next, they have Butch Davis. Y'all already know how I feel about Butch. I think Butch is an excellent talent evaluator, but not so great coach. He had one national championship season here, which we didn't go. We got robbed. It wasn't his fault. Our team should have went that year that Florida State lost to Oklahoma. We had beat Florida State. We should have went that year, but Florida State ended up going that year. But besides that, you look at his record. His record he wasn't blowing the doors away with his record. A lot of people want Butch back. He's 63 years old. I just rather go with a younger guy, a hungrier guy, and I don't want to go with a guy that's probably not going to be around more than 7 years. He's going to pull a Steve Spurrier on us, and I don't want that. Like I say, he's 63 years old, not the guy that I want coaching our football team. The next guy they got is Justin Finney. I can't pronounce his name, but he's the coach of the University of Memphis. Very, very, very talented guy who a lot of people, feel like he's the next guy. You know, he's the next type of innovative coach like a Nick Saban. People really, really giving this guy a lot of credit right now. And he's high on a lot of people's lists. But I would give him a shot. I think the guy is could be a heck of a football coach. You know, and a lot of people don't realize. I don't know if anybody watched the news or did any reading today, but even Charlie Strong said he would be interested in listening to the University of Miami if they offered him. That lets you know right there, fellas, that and ladies, you know, whoever watched this show, that lets you know right there that University of Miami is still a huge football program. So anybody who telling you we have to settle for nickels and dimes, who think we're nickel and diamond, we don't have to do that. We are still a huge, huge program, and people understand that the best talent in football is right there where you guys are at. Because I'm up here in South Carolina, right there where you guys are at in South Florida. So this guy right here, Justin Fournette, would be a very, very good candidate. And the other guy would be Mr. Tom Herman from the University of Houston. Another guy who's having a great career at Houston. And, you know, young fiery guy who climbing the coaching tree. Sometimes you're not gonna poach a coach away from a good football program that's going good. So you have to go after that young, successful, you know, arrogant, you know, hungry, strong-minded coach that can actually handle the University of Miami. So those two guys would definitely be on my list. Greg Schiano, not on my list. On a lot of other people's lists, not on my list. He was good at Rutgers. I give him that. Tampa Bay, he was terrible. And he wasn't just terrible. He was, the players didn't like him. The players did not like Greg Schiano. So, the players don't like him, I don't like him. I would support him just like I would support Butch Davis if he came here. But the players don't like him. So, since the players did not like him, don't think he would be a good fit, don't think the boosters would like him, don't think he could bring money to this school. So, I think that would be a dead-in-the-water hire. But I would support him if he got here. Mark Stoops? Good guy, good coach. Don't know if he's University of Miami type coach, but he has a great pedigree. You know, his brother is the coach of Oklahoma. He used to coach at Oklahoma. He used to be defensive coordinator at Oklahoma. He was very, very, very successful when he was defensive coordinator at Oklahoma. And he's not too old. I don't know his age, but he's not too old of a guy. I think he has a little swagger about himself. I would accept him more than I would accept some of the other ones I just mentioned. So, yeah, I mean, Mark Stoops, you know, up in the air. I think all these guys are very, 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 very good coaches. They're not picking bottom of the barrel. Hopefully they're going after some good coaches. And like I said, there are coaches that are very interested in the University of Miami Hurricane football job. So I think that the future is very bright, you know. And the two coaches that I'm enamored by, the two that I would like to see, one of the two that I would like to see to get the job. The first one is not my number one choice, but he's a choice nevertheless. And that would be Mr. Mike Leach. Used to coach Texas Tech, and I think now he coaches Washington State. Mike is a very innovative coach. Very innovative coach. And he wanted the job before Al Golden took it. Man, he had just went through that scandal at Texas Tech with the kid being in a locker room, locked in the closet, his father working for ESPN, you know, and crying because his little son got picked at by the coach, grown man, you know, another Jonathan Martin situation, you know. So I think Mike Leach kind of got a raw deal. I love his offense. I think he would have to go with a little bit more pro style because we are pro style. And I think he would have to actually get a defensive coordinator. Definitely that. You know, but I would love to see him here. But the main guy that I want to see come here is the guy that killed Al Golden's career. And no, I'm not talking about Dabo Swinney. I'm talking about Mr. Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator of the University of Clemson. This year he lost 9 players. Last year they had the number 1 rated defense in all of college football. This year with losing 9 players, he's still, I think, they at least top 10, maybe top 5. I'm not knowing exactly. but he's a young, hungry guy with some swagger. And that's the guy I would love to see take over this program. That's my pick. I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of other picks. But it is a great day in Hurricane Land. It is a great day to be a Hurricane. I know I said on the last video, I was not proud to be a Hurricane. Man, I wore my Hurricane shirt to work today in South Carolina with a bunch of Clemson fans. And I shook their hands and told them, thank you. You did us a favor. I am now rooting for Clemson to win the national championship this year. That is my second favorite team as of right now. The University of Clemson. For getting rid of Al Golden. I salute you. I thank you. I thank everybody who commented on the last video. We had a bunch of comments. I'm going to try to pull this up real quick, see if I can, get a few guys who commented. We're going to see who commented on the video last. Blueprint. Once again, appreciate it, big brother. Boxing Fan 89. He's new to the page. Has a lot of insight. Appreciate it, Mr. Boxing Fan 89. Thanks for subscribing to the page, man. Keep commenting. Keep bringing your dialogue, man, and comment back and forth with a lot of the other family that's on this page. Finisher, come on. We already know you always here, man. You always here. You and Blueprint. My main man, Jay Maxwell, who's always commenting. Appreciate it. Kieran Campbell, always commenting. Appreciate it, man. Me and him go back and forth a lot, agreeing and disagreeing. But we stay cool, man. I like the guy, man. He's real good people, man. K. Dot, appreciate it. Roosevelt Davis, and if our boy 04, new guy who's always commenting, appreciate it. Mr. Steve Goins, welcome back to the family. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what you did this week, came in and commented, you know what I'm saying? And we go so on and on, so on. Sherrod Hester, the dude, he's I remember who he liked. I can't really pronounce his name. Dustin D'Angelo, we had so many guys that commented. The Dolphin 087 came back this week, commented, appreciate it, man. I'm just happy right now. I'm going over names. Dr. 926, you know what I'm saying? Joel Hamilton, Chuck Turner, Miami Strikes. I like that name. Miami Strikes Back. Miami, we struck today. We strike today. Miami Strikes Back today. So appreciate it, Mr. Miami Strikes. Boxing Fan, like I said, 089. All those guys who commented, man, we had great dialogue. Loved it. Video went a lot longer than what I thought, but I'm happy. And I hope people are happy. There's no negativity today. I'm happy. We got that guy out of here. Please subscribe to the video if you liked it. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't like it, I'm not that guy who's going to curse, yell, scream, and try to entertain you in that way. I know those guys get a lot of a lot of publicity, a lot of this, a lot of that. That's not going to be me. I would rather stay with the 70 subscribers I got than go up to 1,000 subscribers if people just watching me to act like a clown and act stupid and cursing people out. Nah. I'm not going to do that. So subscribe. Appreciate it. Love everybody. The U, baby. Representing my Canes. Holla at your boy. Peace out.